punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First, give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
So sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Off play action. Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Jackson. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a dump off here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the field goal, a 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 20, 10,
all you got to do is look and learn.
New Orleans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes to the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, the big play could result for the offense.
Come on, bro.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Makes no damn
sense. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
15 yards, but it's now third down.
God damn it, man.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Huntley. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the gun, Huntley, throw left side, complete. It's Elliott, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ezekiel Elliott, 50 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
Shit, you've been a man the whole damn game.
That's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Dumbass.
And they hit him as he throws. Is this one's going to go straight down to the turf? Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. First down carry by Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game. For a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And goal to go.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Being chased, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's crossing. He's checking ground.
This is Elliott. And he'll take it
in
in
the
end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Ezekiel is in the zone.
Touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Thank you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pull it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
From the gun, Huntley. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Imagine if they gave him 7 right
the
there,
50. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional round matchup. As we send you over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here's Harris to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
That's wild.
And this is where
That's wild that my guy wasn't in the box.
That line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
That's
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down and 1.
tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That was never open.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
They gonna keep him there.
One complete.
Against the guy with pick artists. All right, man, I understand. He had to get one.
A 24-yard touchdown.
He had to get one, right?
And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
He had to get one, right?
Man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
I literally heard him in the backfield.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Literally tackled this thing in the back.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. The open man is Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Huntley. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
Oh. Oh, got me out the zone, that bullshit.
Loss, and now it's third down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game.
Got me out the zone and that bullshit,
tally that one
man.
on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Off the play fake. Huntley.
Bullshit, yo. That's so bullshit, yo. As soon as you fucking try to escape, they all disengage. That's so
and I
trash.
still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there.
I remember that, huh?
Leads to a play action sack. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Saints 45, Eagles 11.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now. Because you're so right.
That, don't you?
All game long,
Come
they
on,
struggle
dog.
moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
I
And
guess,
a
man.
5-yard gain gets
I
him to
guess,
the
dog.
42. 5 yards. Now
I
it's 3rd
guess.
and 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And Jackson throwing once more. This ball complete to Rager. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Thank you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They'll run on first down. Sinclair, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
42-yard line. A gain of 4.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, Huntley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
What kind of animation is that, 88?
Forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Shit, corny.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's got his man on the out route. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Go.
80. Take it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Tyree Jackson, big ass.
Tyree Jackson, 34
Welcome to the squadron, man.
And this offense continues to pour it on. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20 without by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Jackson on first down. Regular catches it left side.
21.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
19 yards.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Report, report. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's a second down run with Sanders.
Job, boys.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Oh, shit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8.
Finally read it right. He finally read it right.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup.
I've been blowing this play up all day, bro. But I'm not, you know what? I'm not even going to get out of my shit. I just need my fucking defense to be healthy.
Now a carry for Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Once again with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Jackson.
Yo! Like,
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
that don't even make no sense, bro.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to get this back to
Like, it
some
should have been a
measure
sack.
of
Oh,
respectability.
man.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It can make sense.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50 and out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, a battle for it.
Really?
This will be caught. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
Ball carrier.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And he's got it.
Every damn thing, man.
Complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On second down, it's Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs.
Oh, another onside kick now? Like, come on,
man. In order to win, I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Saints season will march on.